Did you know that over 70% of leaders struggle with self-doubt, even after achieving success? Shocking, right? It's true. Most people think leadership is about being perfect, but the truth is, it's about avoiding common mistakes that hold you back. Many would-be leaders sabotage their growth without even realizing it. In fact, 85% of new leaders make critical mistakes within their first year, and those mistakes often cost them the trust of their teams and their career growth. In this video, we're going to reveal the 6 things you need to stop doing if you want to truly lead. These aren't the usual tips you hear, no generic advice here. We'll dive deep into the habits that even successful leaders fall into, and show you how to break free. Want to become a leader who inspires, motivates, and makes real impact? Stick around. The next few minutes could change the way you approach leadership forever. Chapter 1. Stop overthinking every decision. One of the biggest traps that new leaders fall into is overthinking. We've all been there, standing at the crossroads, doubting every choice. But here's the thing. Overthinking delays action and weakens confidence. Research shows that leaders who spend too much time analyzing options can lose momentum. In fact, a study from the Harvard Business Review revealed that 50% of leaders who struggle with indecision report that their teams suffer from a lack of direction. The best leaders don't have all the answers. They trust their instincts and make decisions quickly. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful leaders in business, once said, "The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging." In leadership, this translates to making choices swiftly and committing to them. Leaders like Apple's Steve Jobs made bold decisions by focusing on simplicity and clarity, showing that less thinking often leads to more effective action. Strategy. Try using a 5-minute rule. When faced with a decision, give yourself 5 minutes to gather enough information, then take action. The key is to move forward, even if the decision isn't perfect. Leadership is built on progress, not perfection. Chapter 2. Stop playing it safe. Playing it safe can be a death sentence for leaders. If you're always trying to stay in your comfort zone, you'll never inspire innovation or growth. Leaders need to take risks to push boundaries and achieve breakthrough results. Look at Elon Musk. He didn't take over Tesla and SpaceX because he played it safe. Musk is known for making bold moves, such as creating reusable rockets, something that was unheard of just a few years ago. And guess what? His willingness to risk failure turned into groundbreaking success. Leaders need to remember that failure isn't a defeat, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. There's a famous quote by John F. Kennedy: "Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly." That's exactly what leadership is about, embracing the unknown and trusting your abilities to figure things out along the way. Playing it safe might protect your ego, but it won't build your legacy. Strategy. Start with small risks that stretch your comfort zone. Maybe that's speaking at a meeting you're unsure about or pitching a new idea to your boss. The more you practice taking risks, the more comfortable you'll become in doing so. Chapter 3. Stop micromanaging your team. Great leaders don't micromanage, they empower. Micromanaging creates a toxic environment, where employees feel disempowered and disengaged. In fact, studies show that 79% of employees report feeling stressed or demotivated when their managers micromanage. The more you hover over your team, the less they feel capable of doing their best work. To be a true leader, you must trust your team. After all, you hired them for a reason. Bill Gates famously said, "Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning." The same goes for your employees. Allow them to make decisions, face challenges, and sometimes fail. It's in these moments that they'll develop the skills and confidence needed to become stronger contributors. Take Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. He's known for giving his team the freedom to experiment and fail. Branson's leadership philosophy is clear. Trust your people to do the work they were hired for, and your business will thrive as a result. Leaders who micromanage might feel they're ensuring success, but in reality, they're suffocating their team's potential. Strategy. Shift your focus from control to coaching. Instead of constantly checking in, give feedback in a constructive and supportive way. Ask questions that help your team find solutions rather than telling them what to do. When you empower your people, you'll see them rise to the occasion and exceed expectations. If you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more leadership insights that can help you grow and succeed. Chapter 4. Stop avoiding conflict. Most leaders shy away from conflict. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, and it can lead to tough conversations. But here's the truth. Avoiding conflict is one of the quickest ways to lose respect and trust from your team. Leaders who shy away from tough discussions only make matters worse. In a survey by Gallup, it was found that 73% of employees reported feeling disengaged when they don't get honest feedback from their managers. Avoiding difficult conversations doesn't protect relationships, it undermines them. Conflict is actually an opportunity for growth. Think about it. When you address issues head-on, you clear the air, improve communication, and create a culture of trust. John Maxwell, a leadership expert, once said, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge." Facing conflict directly shows that you care about your team's well-being and development. Strategy. When conflict arises, don't hesitate to dive in. Approach it with empathy and openness. Use phrases like, "Let's talk about this," or "What's bothering you?" This invites dialogue instead of defensiveness. Conflict doesn't have to be scary. It's the key to stronger connections and a healthier work environment. Chapter 5. Stop seeking approval as a leader. It's natural to want validation. We all want to know we're doing the right thing. But constantly seeking approval from others can make you lose your sense of direction. If you're always checking if others agree with your choices, you'll waste time and energy on things that don't move the needle. Consider this. Leaders like Steve Jobs didn't get to where they are by asking for approval. Jobs made bold decisions, like changing the entire smartphone industry with the iPhone. He didn't seek approval from anyone because he believed in his vision. In fact, his attitude toward approval was famously summed up in his quote, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work." When you lead by constantly seeking approval, you compromise your authenticity. You become focused on external validation instead of staying true to your values and your mission. A leader who knows who they are and trusts their decisions exudes confidence, and this inspires others to follow suit. Strategy. Set boundaries for yourself and stick to them. Trust your judgment and learn to make decisions based on your core values, not on whether others will approve. The more you do this, the more confident you'll become in your leadership. Chapter 6. Stop ignoring feedback. Feedback is a gift. When you ignore it, you miss out on valuable insights that can make you a better leader. It's easy to become defensive when someone offers criticism, but great leaders understand that feedback is necessary for growth. The truth is, you can't see your own blind spots unless someone points them out to you. According to Forbes, companies with a culture of feedback see a 14.9% increase in employee engagement and productivity. Imagine what that could do for your team. By accepting and acting on feedback, you not only improve yourself but also encourage an open, honest communication culture within your team. Think about the feedback that helped famous leaders like Oprah Winfrey and Jeff Bezos get where they are today. Oprah, in her early days, received criticism for being too emotional in her interviews, but instead of ignoring it, she improved. Jeff Bezos is another example. He actively seeks feedback from his employees, knowing that their insights help Amazon innovate and grow. Strategy. Make feedback a regular part of your leadership routine. Ask for it from your team, peers, and mentors. When you receive feedback, listen carefully, avoid getting defensive, and think about how you can apply the advice to your own leadership style. Feedback isn't a critique, it's a tool for becoming the best version of yourself as a leader. If this video has been helpful so far, don't forget to hit subscribe and join our community for more practical leadership advice that can transform your career.